now. This lesson is intended for first grade students. The objective of the lesson is the student will be able to accurately identify 5 fraction examples. Hello class, today we're going to be talking about fractions. Has anyone heard of fractions before? Fractions are part of a whole, and they are written like this. So here we have our fraction, and there's 2 parts to a fraction. There is the denominator and the numerator. The denominator, we'll have our blue, is the bottom number, and the denominator is the whole piece of the pie, while the numerator is the top number, and that is the piece of the whole that you want to have. So, we use fractions all the time in life. For example, if I have an orange and I want to share it with my friend, so I would need to cut it in half. Do that. I'm going to cut it in half. So now I have 1/2 of an orange. I have my denominator, which is my 2 parts that make a whole, and my numerator, which is my part of a whole. So I have my 1/2. Like that. Now I have my chocolate bar, and I have 3 people that I want to share it with. So I have 1 chocolate bar, and I need to chop it up into 3 parts. So 3 equal parts, because you want to make sure everyone has an equal part. So if I can open it up, there we go. I have my chocolate bar. And already one piece. I already have my 1 piece, but now I still need to tape it up into 3 equal parts. So then I'll have that. 1. So I have my 3 parts. One, 2, 3. So then I'm going to write that down. On my board. That's my numerator. I'll go ahead and write that down in blue. My denominator, I'm sorry. So the denominator, my 3 parts, and I want to give 1 piece to each friend, which would be my numerator. So together this is 1/3, because we have 3 pieces of chocolate, which is our denominator, and we want to give 1 piece to each friend, which is our numerator. Go. So now we have a little game that we wanted to play, our fractions game. So we have our dice, and this is our denominator, and then this will be our numerator. So we're going to go ahead and roll and see what fractions that we have now. So I'll roll my numerator, which is 1. And then I'll roll my denominator, which is 6. So now I have 1/6. So we're going to go ahead and write that down. And we want our numerator in red. And our numerator is 1. And we have our denominator in blue, which is 6. So we have 1/6. So now I want to show an example of that. So I want to draw my example. So I have another chocolate bar, and we're going to draw it up into 6 equal parts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need 1/6 of my jar. So I'll color in 1/6. So we have our 1/6, and then we have our picture representation, 1/6. So today we talked about fractions. which are numbers that are parts of a whole, and they include our numerator, which is our top number, and our denominator, which is our bottom number. And again, our bottom number is how many parts complete the whole, and our numerator is how many pieces of the whole do you want. So now that we have our examples of how to do fractions, you'll be able to do your worksheets today. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow in the class.